Hello students, welcome again in this beautiful world of accountancy. I hope you all are working hard at home. Now to this video I'm going to start remaining assumptions and principles of accounting. But before I start, I'll suggest you all to please like and subscribe my channel. Now, if you remember, we had covered one of the accounting assumption in last class, that was going concern assumption. Now in today's class, we will cover two additional assumptions. Those are consistency assumption and accrual assumption. Now, I'm going to start today's class with consistency assumption. It says that accounting policies and practices, once adopted, we must follow them year after year. There should not be any change in such accounting policies and practices during the lifetime of the business. It helps us in making comparison study of financial statement of different years, since consistency provides us easiness in comparison. It eliminates the factor of personal bias also. As you know, one person may adopt depreciation rate of 15%, whereas other person may select that rate of depreciation at 20% for same asset, and which may create a false result of comparison between 2 years. That's why consistency helps you in eliminating such kind of irregularity which may arise due to personal biasness. Now, one thing you should also remember, we can bring change in those practices and policies, but that change in practices and policies can only be done if that change is required as per law or accounting standards. And with that, we also need to tell the reason of bringing that change, and that change should be disclosed at the end of financial statements in form of notes. Now, finally, the last and one of the most important accounting assumption, that is accrual assumption. As per that assumption, revenue and expense are to be recognized in the period in which they occur rather than when they are settled through cash. It means आप किसी भी रेवेन्यू और एक्सपेंस को तब रिकॉर्ड करेंगे जब रेवेन्यू को रिसीव करने का राइट अराइज होगा और पेमेंट को पे करने का लायबिलिटी अराइज होगा. इट डज नॉट मैटर वेदर पेमेंट इज रिसीव और नॉट पेड. प्लीज इस बात को ध्यान रखना. दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ एक्चुअल प्रिंसिपल. That concept is known as one of the most important concept because it recognizes assets and liability at its accurate value, and it also helps us in judging the actual amount of income or expense during an accounting year. This system of accounting gives us the true and fair picture of the result which happened during any financial year. That's why accrual basis is known as true and fair picture provider for accounting, because it shows us the actual amount of expense and actual amount of income earned during a period. Now, after completing all the accounting assumption, let's start some accounting principles. First accounting principle is business entity concept. As per that concept, business and businessmen both are separate. They have distinct identity. I'm repeating it again. बिजनेस और बिजनेसमैन दोनों अलग हैं. Whatsoever is given by businessman in the business, that thing is known as capital, and that capital is treated as internal liability of the business. इसे internal liability बोलने के पीछे जो reason है वो यही concept है. Therefore, we can say that business entity concept separates business from the owner. Therefore, its objective is to consider business and businessmen both as separate distinct identity. That's why whatsoever is given or invested by owner as capital in the business is treated as internal liability of the business. Now, after completing the meaning of business entity concept, there is one more important accounting concept which is known as money measurement concept. As per that concept, in business we will record only those transactions or event which can be expressed in form of money. It means all other transactions, whatsoever importance they may have, if we can't express them in form of money, they are irrelevant from accounting point of view. Now, after knowing meaning of the term money measurement concept, we should also know that it also creates certain limitations for accounting. Those two limitations are, first, it takes into consideration only those transactions which are of financial character. It means all other transactions, whatsoever importance they may have, if they are of qualitative nature, they must be ignored. Second limitation which is created due to this principle is that it considered money with static value, but all of us know that money varies with each second. We can see हमें डॉलर का प्राइस पता है, अभी कुछ और है और 2 घंटे बाद कुछ और होगा. That's why we can't consider purchasing power of money as static value. Therefore, ये जो प्रिंसिपल है इसकी वजह से हमारा ये एक लिमिटेशन क्रिएट होता है, क्योंकि ये अज्यूम करता है मनी का स्टैटिक वैल्यू, जो कि रियलिटी में होता ही नहीं है. Now that's it and goodbye, and please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel once again.